Hello guys, so today is the reveal stream and they have disclosed that the league is ending, the path of the Rise of the Abyssal is ending on the 8th, and then I think on the 12th the Fate of the Wall new season will start. Today we will have the reveal stream, and I think I have a video that's actually not very related, but I did see a lot of veteran players make this mistake. I want to talk to you about, I term it bird, the Rhoa mount, right? There is something that people are missing here, right? And people are wasting one of their charm slots for this, so maybe it can help someone. Let me go over this. So the thing is, guys, on the Rhoa mount, right, the movement speed penalty for using skills is almost entirely eliminated, right? And it allows us to use support gems like Deliberation at no penalty, because it increases the movement speed penalty, but we don't have any movement speed penalty, or we have some very low movement speed penalty, and then you can use it. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. So thing is, when you are riding the bird, right, the Rhoa mount, there is a build up here that happens, right? When you take damage from monsters, the build up will happen here, and if it builds up fully, you get knocked off the bird and you are heavy stunned for 3 seconds. So heavy stun normally is not something that players are subjected to, right? We do not get heavy stun. What we are receiving is light stuns. So how that happens is your stun threshold, unless you have extra modifiers, is equal to your life, right? So for me, it's 1592, as you can see here. And when you take damage, if it's less than 10% of the threshold, it just gets ignored, right? But if it's more than 10%, there is a chance that you get stunned, right? And when you get stunned, it's fraction of a second, and you do not really notice these unless you are getting quite stun locked, right? And that's when charms like this one become important. So, and if you observe there, the wording is very peculiar. It says cannot be stunned. It does not say immune to stuns, right? So what that means is you get stunned, this charm works, and for the duration of 3 seconds, you cannot be stunned anymore. That's what it does. It does not remove the existing stuns. So there is something funny here, right? Because when you're riding the bird, you are immune to light stuns, right? But you are getting, heavy stun build up, right? And when you get heavy stunned, you get knocked off the mount, and you are heavy stunned for 3 seconds. You cannot control your character. You see the point here, guys? So because the heavy stun's duration is 3 seconds, and so for example, guys, I have the stun charm here, right? I get stunned, right? And then I have cannot be stunned on me for the duration of 3 seconds, in which I am already heavy stunned for. So, a stun charm, a stone charm, right, literally does nothing when you're using the bird, right? So because a lot of people they know that stun is a problem for the bird, so they go for this charm, but this charm does nothing because you are already immune to light stuns, and when you get heavy stunned, you will be rendered immune to stuns for the duration of the heavy stun, which is going to do little nothing, right? That's the problem. So never use stone charm if you are using the Rhoa mount. It doesn't do anything at all. Just use something else. My advice would be, if you have the currency, use a rite of passage, obviously, right? It's very, very good. Use fall of the axe, that's also extremely good. And the third one is a little bit free. I'm using the freeze charm because freeze can be lethal, right? It doesn't happen very frequently, but it saves you. But ignite charm is perfectly a good idea because ignited ground maps, and if you are doing trial of Sekimas, when the traps hit you, you get ignited. That will mean extra 100 damage. Ignite charm will counter that. Or you could use bleed. Bleed bypasses energy shield, so it can be lethal if you are not paying attention or if your life pool is a little bit low. Obviously, disregard the bleed charm advice if you are using chaos inoculation, which means you will be immune, right? So if you want to let go of the freeze charm, get an ignite charm or get a bleed charm, anti-bleed charm, whatever that one is called. I should have one here. Yeah, this one. Or you could use a regular one, but this one will heal you thanks to the consecrated ground. So yeah, and one more thing is, guys, actually this is for another video, but while you guys are here, I suppose there is something that's somewhat important. If you are using a rite of passage, this is absolutely another video's subject, but I want to go over it. Maybe it will help someone. So the thing is, they have changed this bonus, so this gives +1 charm slots with patch 03, right? And the thing is, it either gives you a 30% increased charm charges gained and +1 charm slot, or 30% increased charm duration and +1 charm slot, right? And I have seen some people pick the 30% charm duration. The problem is, if you are using rite of passage, guys, as you can see, the duration is a lovely 1 second, right? So the beautiful bonus that makes this hundreds of divines is that the spirit of the cat thing, and that spirit of the cat is part of the unique item, right? It's not part of the charm, so that duration will not get extended, right? So if you use that 30% English charm duration bonus and this charm, you are going to get 1.3 seconds of 15% rarity. That's it, right? It's not going to do anything else. So the better idea is to use 30% increased charm charges gained, so you can trigger the bonus more often, so you can have permanent spirit of the cat on you. Yeah, unrelated, but I want to say it. And let's see what the patch brings us. I will of course try to do some comments on whatever's coming after today's stream, and I will see you in other videos. Bye bye.